I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. You can tell by the Stones that's standing by the car.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit, but I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the girl. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, we'll be watching the West All-Stars playing against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all
in
love
real
the Shaq.
life. Yeah, everybody loves Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands
I
for.
think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish, Ernie. Let me finish. I'm quick to say, hey, I got 4 rings, but I could
You
not,
are quick to say that.
Could not do without Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw was a guy that always looked for me. Similar with when how Kenny played with the team. He came down, made sure I got my shots off first. Derek Fisher, we all remember the .04 shot. Rick Fox was a hustler to go out and play. Big Shot Bob.
Oh, wow.
Saved
One of
me
my
so
favorites,
many
too.
times.
So he's won both of our favorites.
Big Shot Bob saved me so many times. I would probably only have one without Big Shot Bob. And Nick Van Exel, even though me and Nick didn't win together, we had a great time.
Well, obviously, he said Big Shot. Hakeem, Sam Cassell, Robert Horry, Vernon Maxwell. But one of my favorite of all time,
Thanks for joining us.
Need some tissue.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Welcome, everyone, to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And here are the East All-Stars now, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the East All-Stars, they've got Paul George, D-Wade out there with Lowry, and it's LeBron James, and it's Anthony in at the power forward. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot by Wade, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Bryant. Westbrook's got the opening field goal of the game for the West All-Stars. Lowry kicks to Anthony. Kobe against George. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw this game. And the technical free throw is good. The West All-Stars on D, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Big time finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Anthony with it, picked up by Kobe. Lowry against Curry. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Wade's got his first 2 points. And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's a 3-point game. And Leonard gets it to go.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Outside Anthony. Back to Lowry. 3-pointer. No good. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Westbrook kicks to Bryant. Not really his range, and it's off target. Anthony sets the pick for Lowry. George with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. George has got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
The shot's good from LeBron.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Curry kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Anthony. Outside Lowry. James with it. Leonard picks him up. George with the screen on Leonard. Inside. And it's George finishing it off.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Lowry. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Lowry passes to Carmelo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
The kick out to Bryant. Over Lowry, and he can't bank that one in. The East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. No good from Wade. Wade's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Outside for Curry. From deep. The shot no good. Wade with the defensive effort. Anthony dishes to Lowry. The shot by Wade wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Wade's got 5 now.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Wade's gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. We talked about what it means for him to be at the helm of the All-Star side, and he said, really, it is a testament to my team. They've played great, and this is just a side effect of them having a great start to the season. They deserve all the credit. Love it, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Thomas kicks to Drummond to the inside. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Back to Cousins. And he jams it with authority.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Thomas kicks to Drummond. He feeds it to DeRozan. Pass to Bosch. Tries from 10. And that's off the glass and in.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Bosch, the screen. Shoots off the screen. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Thompson misses.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Here's DeRozan. Here's Bosch, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The East All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Anthony Davis is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Both free throws good from Bosch. And here is Paul, looking for his first basket still in this one.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
You know, definitely that's the case. I mean, there hasn't been much resistance at all.
And Thomas, here we go. Bosch, no one around him. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. 9 points for Chris Bosch.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
That's good.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the East All-Stars?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their three-point shooting.
We've got Harden. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the center position. So that's the West All-Stars 5 as we get into the second quarter. Wall wide open from outside off the mark. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden. And that's now 6 points for Kawhi Leonard. And here are the East All-Stars now. Wade left side. And Davis sends it back. Leonard against Butler. Here's Durant. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And so here are the West All-Stars. They trail by 18.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Wall, that's good.
John Wall. Timeout West All-Stars.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Cousins is checked in, and the East All-Stars also making a switch. James checked in for Drummond. Wall's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And Westbrook, here we go. No luck. James with some nice D.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Wall passes to Wade. Millsap with it, guarded now by Durant. Here's Butler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. For the finish. Oh! That was incredible.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now here's Butler following the shot by Kevin Durant. Wade drives in. Back to Butler. All alone. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The feed to Wall. D-Wade on the wing. Pass to James. The rebound by Harden.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Back to Butler. Millsap a screen. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bryant, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Stephen Curry in for Russell Westbrook. The East also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Millsap. Paul George comes in for Butler. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Dwayne Wade.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
East with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And Wall kicks to Anthony. It's stolen by Green. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Lowry. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. The shot by Lowry, no good. And it's the West All-Stars ball. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the West. And then for the East, Chris Bosh is checked in for LeBron. And it's DeRozan in for John Wall. Now here's Anthony. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
East ball.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Anthony Davis comes in for Bryant. And it's Paul in for Steph Curry. Thomas checked in for the East. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot A. I like that, Greg.
Now here is Aldridge. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Aldridge, no luck. The East All-Stars on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. The three from George. It's rebounded by the West.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one almost always deadly when he's that open.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Andre Drummond's checked in for George.
Substitution. Andre Drummond.
52 seconds left now here in the second. DeRozan's shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Now Anthony following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Thomas's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Paul can't get that one to fall. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Thompson. Drummond dishes to Thomas. Anthony kicks to Bosh. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, it's Bosh picking up the assist. DeRozan's got his second basket. Thompson from long range. Bosh grabs the miss. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And a dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show. It was a big-time first quarter from Chris Bosh. He had 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Chris Bosh in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And so in the game for the East All-Stars, Lowry out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Anthony, then it's Paul George, and it's LeBron in at the 5.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
The West All-Stars with the ball outside Westbrook. Outside Durant. Kicks it to Curry. Here's Leonard. Outside Durant. Got a piece of it. 6 on the shot clock. Curry. And it's the East with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
The 3 from George. Bryant with the rebound. To the paint. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Right side George. Anthony kicks to James from 13. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Right side Curry. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And these All-Stars also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
You've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Harden's checked in. 3rd quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Cousins, the pass to Durant. In the corner, Harden. Cousins dishes to Harden. Back to Cousins. Left side Durant from 11 feet away. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Inside. In the corner, George with it. Wade outside. James left side. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
The West All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Butler, he's checked in for the East. Ball comes in for Kyle Lowry. And both free throws good for Durant. Here is Wall. 8 points for him. Millsap a screen on Curry. It's Wall with the drive. Millsap misses. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Great, I think they've been rattled.
They have, Kevin, but that's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
The dish now to George. George double-teamed. Outside, Wall. Millsap. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Anthony Davis is checked in for the West. The East All-Stars have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Kobe kicks to Cousins. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside, George. Wall is screen on Kobe. Curry against Wall. George, that's a two-pointer. The shot is off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's Harden. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here is George. 7 points in the game. Kobe with the steal. Harden the pass to Davis. The 9-foot shot rejected by Millsap. Outside, Wall. They get it back. No one near James as he lets it go. Trains the three-pointer. James has got 10.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And too long on the shot.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
1:41 left in the third quarter. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Curry dishes to Harden. Kobe goes in. It's rebounded by John Wall.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Curry against Wall. Curry can't get it to go. Curry's gone 1 of 4 from the field. And Wall kicks to Butler. Here's Harden. East grabs the miss. Right side, Wall. George up top. It's rebounded by Curry.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
They get the rebound, and Cousins kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. 34 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wall passes to George. They set the screen. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Davis with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And it's Bryant in the corner. Outside, Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Millsap. And that one comes up a bit short.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
The three-quarters. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. East with the ball. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Curry is out there with Thompson. Then it's Green, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. So that's his on the floor for the West All-Stars. Thomas gets a wide open look. The shot no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Thompson dishes to Leonard. To the inside. And there's Green on the assist by Leonard. Green's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the West All-Stars. Thomas kicks to Bosch. The offensive rebound. Drummond. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Anthony kicks to Thomas. And there's the pass to Drummond. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Pushing it up. And the basket by Curry.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Anthony with it. Leonard picks him up. Bosch, that's for two. Good, he hits the jump shot. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Aldridge. But he stays with it. Here's Green. Bank shot, no good. Pass to Bosch. Outside Thomas. Bosch, the screen. And Thomas, here we go. Goes back up. Can't hit. Great D that time from Leonard. It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside Thomas. Back to DeRozan. And Thomas has it in the corner. Jacks up a three, and he gets the bucket. And that's now 7 points for DeMar DeRozan. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Now Leonard, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. And Leonard gets it to go. Outside Thomas. Anthony kicks to Thomas. Bosch, the screen. Feeds to DeRozan. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. DeRozan's gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just one miss, stolen by Bosch. Now Thomas. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Anthony. Bounces high off the rim and drops. It's deflected. Oh, and here comes Bosch all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you take the steal and turn it into a transition opportunity.
I think that's the perfect time to do it, Greg. I mean, those few seconds after the turnover, strike right away because the defense has no chance to get organized.
Green, no luck. And here are the East All-Stars now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The drive by Anthony, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now here's Green. Leonard kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Drummond. Wade comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Lowry in for Isaiah Thomas. Davis against Millsap. Stolen by Westbrook.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the East All-Stars.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Bosch. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the East. Butler comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Now, here's Millsap. Dishes it to Lowry. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
Got a piece of it. He dishes it to Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. Millsap sets the pick for Wade. Great D that time from Westbrook.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Bosh.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me...